Hey everyone, welcome to the Soul of the War. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how a bill becomes a law strictly within the state of Maryland. Step one, the ideas or proposals. So, bills are proposed by anyone: constituents, governors, nonprofits, special interest groups, lobbyists, professional association, businesses, anyone can propose a bill. But each bill, however, must be sponsored by a legislator. Once you get that sponsor or that legislator that's willing to back that bill that you want passed, at the request of legislators, it's then sent over to the Department of Legislative Services, who make sure that the bill is in the lines of our Constitution and the Constitution is being followed. During the interim, our legislators are in different sessions. They're meeting with different committees and task forces to help formulate bill proposals. Once the bill is drafted, the sponsor then files it with the Secretary of the Senate and the Chief Clerk of the House of Delegates. The bill is then numbered and stamped for approval and printed for the first reading. Step four. So, a part of our Constitution in Maryland requires that before any bill becomes a law, it must be read on 3 different days in each legislative chamber. So that's a total of 6 readings. The first reading is considered the introduction of the bill. So it's introduced on the floor, and people are able to just basically hear about the bill itself. From that point, it gets sent to a standing committee that would handle specifically the things within that bill. Various committees are going to be available on the website, thesoulofthewar.org, so you're able to get a more understanding of what these committees are. And I'll also be doing another short video breaking down these committees at a later date. But once this bill gets sent to the committees, from that point, they hold public hearings. So people like you and me are able to go to these hearings and make comments on the bills that are being proposed. The committee then votes in favor or against the bill. Sometimes amendments are given, sometimes they're not. But either way it goes, the bill is then returned to the floor chambers. So then it goes into its second reading. During the second reading is when it's open up for the floor to make amendments. So your representatives are able to give different recommendations for amendments to that bill. The committee amendments are sometimes reversed, but that very rarely happens. So the second reading is completed when the presiding officer orders the bill with any adopted amendments printed for the third reading. During the third reading, no amendments can be given. The vote is taken and the bill either passes or it fails. Step 5. After the passing of one chamber, the bill then goes to the next chamber and it follows the same steps that we just went over. The readings, the public hearings, all of that. The only difference is that amendments are able to be given during a third reading. If no amendments are given then, the bill is able to be voted on or passed or it fails. If the bill does get amendments, it goes back to the original chamber where we talked about all those steps. It goes back to that chamber. They are able to say, hey, we're not going to accept these amendments and we need to figure out how we're going to resolve this. And that's when the conference committee comes about, or they do approve it. They say, okay, we accept these amendments, and the bill is moved forward and signed into law by the governor. So those are quick, easy steps on how a bill becomes a law here within the state of Maryland. I'll see you all next time. Thank you.